Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, tell them turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, a courtesy call. I am not afraid.
Hello, everybody. Defenders Live is on the radio. Dylan and Steven. It's hump day. Yeah! Hey, Steven, what day is it? What day is it?
It's Wednesday.
It's hump day! No, sorry. I've always wanted to do that, and no one ever does it with me. Every time I even try it on Twitter, they're like, no, stop.
Stop it.
Just stop. This is Defenders Live. It is Wednesday. Go to doaeshow.com for everything that is Defenders Live. Shush. Go to mojo50.com. Check out all the awesome programming there, as well as swag and just a plethora of things to dive into and get nosy in and get lost.
True.
The greatness that is Mojo50.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
And we are, speaking of Mojo50, March is the month of Mojo here at Defenders. And we have on with us the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Matt Locke, who has decided for some weird reason that we had to, I don't know why he came on, but he's like, yeah, I'll do it. We're like, oh,
okay. Sure. Oh, you're really excited.
He is. Like, no one gets that excited to come on our show. Even people we say, hey, we'll help you with something, like, hey.
Yeah. Matt Locke, how's it going, man?
You guys are fantastic. I love being on your program.
Well, awesome.
Aww,
Thanks for being on.
You're a doll.
Oh, where's the bell?
Right here. There it is.
You stay on that junk because we're going to get yelled at.
It is true. We are going to get yelled at. Plus, we have Matt Locke on us. So
yeah, I know. So
the yelling will be extra loud.
Hey, am I loud enough for you? Is this loud enough? Should I be louder?
No, I think you're okay. I think
you're
this is
good
good.
right now, but we have stories that might make you go louder.
Look, I can do this all day.
Before we get started, we need to talk about some sponsors.
We do, like Nostalgia.
Yes.
We have to call it Nostalgia because we can't spell it.
So hey, actually, we know somebody who can.
Who can?
Matt Locke.
Guys,
really?
let me tell you a little bit about Nostalgia. They were in studio on Monday.
We know.
And Lori and Jay are fantastic, by the way. Lori and Chef Patrick made this picante wild rice, tomato, green bell peppers, jalapenos, lemon juice with a dab of honey that was to die for.
So hungry right now.
I saw the pictures. I was uber jealous.
Oh.
Uber jealous. And if you would like to sample the magnificence that was the dish that Matt Locke has now have us drooling over, you can go to mojowildrice.com and enter promo code SPRING10. And SPRING10 as the promo code will get you 10% off the entire website. All of it. All of the wild rice products, the pepper jams, the beer jellies, the whipped honeys, and all the other awesome products.
Honey! Yes!
Yep. Whipping that honey. Wild rice is the United States' only native grain.
Where's the bell? Where's the bell?
It's there.
It's gluten, sodium, fat, cholesterol,
without the bell.
high protein. We're doing a commercial. Shush. Potassium and other trace minerals. One serving meets your daily grain needs. If you have the sugars, also known as diabetes up north. Wild rice is also a diabetic-friendly food. Go to mojowildrice.com. Promo code SPRING10. 10% off. mojowildrice.com. Promo code SPRING10.
Yes.
And that code is good through the 31st, by the way. So they better hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they better hurry indeed, because
new month, new codes.
Yes.
Sometimes not at all.
No,
That's
don't
what
scare
she
people.
said. Where's the bell? Oh, there we go. We're bell deficient, boys.
Yeah, we got that yesterday.
We're trying to catch up, man. We're trying to catch up.
It's hard when we're like this. But anyway, so I got we found this article, and it's very fitting. So did you know that the Supreme Court is not the final say on the Constitution?
What?
I know, right?
No.
What?
Who'd have thunk it? I mean, everything goes to the Supreme Court, and when they say something, it kind of stands. They just kind of roll over and take it. Hard.
That bell is terrible, by the way. You need a new bell.
I actually so I have been there's one
He's been
bell
looking.
that I've been offered a bell. Actually, I believe they said it was a
one of the Bevan bells.
Yes. And I believe that might be arriving sometime between now and the end of MojoCon. So.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. If not, I might bring it back home with me.
It might be.
That might be the case. That might be the case. Which, by the way, I'm going to MojoCon. I'm gonna bring this up to you, there, Matt, because you're always there talking with Ron. Look. I want to do the show. I want to do the show from the studio for Thursday and Friday night.
Oh, you're a brave man, Steven Airey. You're a brave man.
I want to do the show at the studio on Thursday and Friday night on at MojoCon with all of the people there.
That's what yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and they'll be there. I mean, you don't even understand. There's going to be like 60 jackals there, and we have enough booze to kill a small army.
But that's mainly because of Raider.
Yeah, Raider's been stockpiling.
You want to hear a funny story about Raider?
Sure.
That little bastard came in there on Friday with booze, of course, so I love the man.
Yes.
But him and Whiskey got together. You know, Lusty Jillhole showed up at the Mojo Final Freedom Dojo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a classy chick. She's a classy chick. But anyway,
class act.
They all over the studio, they planted these little voice boxes that say these little sayings. And we kept hearing things all over the studio. And we're like, what in the holy hell is going on? We found 3 of these suckers in the vent, in the wall, and in a footstool.
How'd you get it in a footstool?
I don't know. Raider is an engineer, so I'm sure he figured it out.
Yeah, he had like little screwdrivers and socket sets in his pocket, and he was just.
You need a metal detector at the front door now.
Hey, he's a handy kind of guy. Where's the bell?
It's coming. It's coming.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. But no, so I want to be there. And I want to do the show live, and I want Dylan to also be there. But of course,
I'm working on that.
We have to convince a few people for that to happen.
Namely, the wife and a babysitter.
Yeah, mainly the wife and a babysitter.
Babysitter's the harder part, by the way.
we've got all that basically covered now. So I'm going to be there. My wife's going to be there.
We'll
the Jackals are going to be there. I want to do the show live from the studio. I don't want to do this whole like I'm going to sit in a hotel room and like hide away from everybody for an hour. No. I want to do it live. It's going to be a party.
Or take the laptop and do it out in the front.
Oh, yeah. You're a brave young man, Steven, and I know you got a ton of kids, so that's probably hard to get away from.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard to get away from, but we figured a way out. We figured a way out for at least a weekend.
That's what frustrates me, because he has less children than I do, and I'm having a harder time.
Yeah. I know. I have more kids, and you're finding it more difficult to get your kids taken care of. I don't know what it is.
But your family is closer and more willing to.
This is things. It's things. Anyway, so going back to the Supreme Court, because we're kind of
Steven's been wanting to talk about this for a week.
We're kind of off topic.
Really and he's like,
literally, it has been a week since I found this story, and I was like, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this because Article 5 of the Constitution describes what qualifies as law of the land.
And what would that be?
This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance of. And all the treaties made, of which shall be made under the authorities of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means? You know what that means?
No.
It means that the law of the land is not the Supreme Court. The law of the land is the Constitution.
Weird.
You're making too much sense.
I know. That's just too simple.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
We have to complicate things.
We have to make things complicated, right?
Overly complicated.
But for all its powers and influences, though, the Supreme Court is still just a court. That's all it is. It's just a really big court.
Yeah, and because the whole reason the article was written in the first place is because there are several 2020 candidates that are trying to actually pitch ideas on expanding the Supreme Court.
Yes, they've been trying to. They were trying to get these weird ideas going. They were trying to get these certain things going. No.
That's all we need. We need to go from having, what is it, 7? I can't even remember now. I don't pay attention. 7?
Now what?
Justices? Wait, 7?
9.
9.
9. Okay.
Quote,
9. Yeah.
quote,
so we're going to go.
Quote.
Look.
It was 3, then it became 5, then it became 7,
We're
and
going to
now
go
it's
like, what,
9.
15 or 20 RBGs now?
Yeah, and it's just going to be, it's not going to be anything that we should have. It's not going to be a thing that we should be doing in the first place, okay? But in the end of this, they're just a court. It is a court that looks at the rulings of our nation and the understandings of what's going on. Mm-hmm. And it says flat out, is it constitutional or is it not constitutional? They're supposed to look at the Constitution and compare the laws to the Constitution, kind of like, I know this is getting all preachy on people, but kind of like how we're supposed to look at the Bible and compare our lives to the Bible and then change our life.
What?
Not the Bible.
Now you're just talking crazy.
Yeah, you're over the edge. I got to get out of here. I mean, you're talking way too much sense.
Yeah, you remember the whole thing about doing in the studio? I think he just blew it.
I think I did. I think it did. You know, it's just there. It's gone. It's all gone now. It's all gone. It's just too much sense. You have to press yourself up against the laws of the land, right? So you have to figure out what the laws that you're trying to write, are they in continuity with the Constitution? Yes or no? That is the only question that the Supreme Court should be answering. And it's only an opinion. It is not a dictate.
I don't know. Because they tend to write a lot of their opinions out.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out to be, well, that's what the Supreme Court says, so we have to let it stand.
That's a public opinion.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a public misunderstanding. That idea was built into us during the Progressive Era.
Thank you, Woodrow Wilson.
Right. And it doesn't make any sense for any of us to actually look at the Supreme Court as anything other than they're just giving their opinions. You want to know how I know? Because if the Supreme Court was actually the law of the land, then we would never have had the Trail of Tears.
True.
We would never have had it. Why? Because the president at the time, who was a dick.
Yeah.
That's putting it mildly.
Putting it very mildly, who was a dick and who is actually on some of our money still.
Douchebaggery at its finest.
That president tried to write a law saying that he was going to take over all the lands and then march off the Indians, the Native Americans. And the Supreme Court said, no, that's a bad idea. That's not part of the Constitution. It's not giving people equal rights. And he said, screw you. I can do it.
And he did it. Yep. One of the other things that the Supreme Court, a lot of people don't ever catch on to, is that, we have the 3 branches of government that are all supposed to be co-equal.
No, they're not.
Well, hold on. They're co-equal in legitimacy, not in power.
Oh, well, we just kind of skip over that part in our educational processes.
We absolutely do. The funny part about the American judiciary is that the Constitution pretty much says that that's split up among, the 3 powers and whatnot. The court is not intended to legislate, execute, craft, or decide policy. They are meant to provide citizens with an avenue for recourse to reconcile wrongs for which they have causes of action. To put it mildly, is they're basically to sit here, like you said, and to point out that, hey, no, this isn't right. This you need to stop doing or start doing whatever it is that is being done. They actually have are supposed to have the least amount of power.
And why is that, Dylan?
Because they're not part of the equal branches.
Because they're not elected.
That's it.
Right.
Right. They're not elected by the people.
For life, exactly. You're exactly
the
right.
life part
And
is
one
the
of
other one,
the cases that really strikes me, guys, is the bump stock. I don't know if you saw it, but the bump stock. Chief Justice Roberts upheld that. All that is a tool to put on a gun, but yet the executive order Trump wrote, and we go after Trump. I mean, I know you guys do. I know I do.
Yeah.
That falls under the Constitution of the Second Amendment. You are not to have your right to bear arms infringed, but yet we have a Supreme Court today that is legislating from the bench no different than the Ninth Circuit Court or the Fourth or the Fifth. And we've gotten to a point where this has gotten out of control.
Absolutely.
Yep. Pretty much.
Absolutely. Well, and going with the sidebar real fast with the whole bump stock thing, all that is just an avenue eventually that'll be, because like you said, it is a tool, it is a part to the gun. It being allowed to stand, then they're going to turn around and it'll eventually progress to ammo.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how they will turn around. They will never actually ban the gun, but they will be able to skirt around it by making ammo completely astronomical or illegal altogether.
Right. First, you can't modify your gun. Now then you can't buy the ammo for your gun. Then you can't buy the clips that hold your ammo for your gun. And then you have an empty shell.
Pretty much. It looks good on the wall. It goes above my fireplace.
Speaking of which, if you guys haven't gone to Tar River Arms lately, you should.
What is wrong with you?
What? Yeah, really. What is wrong with you? Why have you not gone to Tar River Arms?
I mean, it's literally revolutionized online gun shopping. You can do it in your jammies on your couch,
right there.
Pick up anything you want
without your pants. You don't even have to have pants on.
You don't have to have pants on. No pants, no shirt, no shoes, no, and they do service.
And all service.
There it is.
There you go. You can look at it in complete 3D, high definition pictures.
Yes.
You can see the smudge marks on the gun.
If they smudge them.
You can see the dust particles.
Beauty marks.
Sure.
Beauty marks, exactly. Yeah. Weekly specials that eliminate shipping and broker fees. You order, you pick up. No additional fees whatsoever. Great guns, great prices, and service. Veteran owned and run. Layaway and consignment options are available.
They are.
Go to traguns.com.
Tell them I sent you.
Yeah, because he doesn't know me as well yet. Which
no, not
will
yet.
change.
He doesn't know you yet.
And when will he know? When they open the brick and mortar, coming in July, I believe.
July.
Yeah. As we will be broadcasting live.
Yes, we will.
We're going to be setting up something. We don't know exactly how it's going to look yet, but we will be there.
We will be there.
We will be there. And it will, at the very least, it's going to be a Facebook Live thing. We're going to do something. It's going to be a big deal.
We're going to roll through. We're going to make sure that we are there. We're going to talk to Kurt and get this thing situated and set up.
Absolutely. Go to traguns.com.
Oh.
Tell them Steven sent you. traguns.com.
Because they
what
don't
are you
know
waiting
Dylan
for?
yet. They don't know Dylan.
You know what? I'm completely jealous that you guys get to be there.
Well,
it comes with the territory.
It does. Call it luck, because it was like I talked to some of the jackals too. They've been talking about. There's a couple of them I know
on the East Coast
are mentioning possibly being down here for the opening as well.
Oh, I love it.
So
love
like,
it.
we're gonna make this a big old thing, ain't we? So
yeah, we are. Hey, did you like that guy that we had on last night?
Oh, the flag guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Arcadian flags.
Absolutely. I love, what great work. And he said he had some kind of machine that laser engraved that or made those flags.
What he does is he has a laser printer, so it prints out the design, and then he does all the stuff by hand.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, I stumbled onto him by accident, and he's now my hero. Like
he is amazing. It is amazing what he does.
Facebook.com/Arcadian flag. If you haven't checked it out from yesterday, amazing work.
Please check him out because he's just great, and you will be surprised at how cheap.
And we're not BT Dubs. We're not getting anything out of this.
No, we're not getting paid by this guy yet.
Not a dime. But it is he's veteran owned and operated. That's the key, and it's.
Yeah, I mean that really, and I honor our heroes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, of course, and whatnot. But I love the veteran-owned businesses. veterans tend to be very entrepreneuristic. They tend to be, very self-reliant. And what a great story, serving our country and then doing that and creating that kind of artwork, because that's what they are. They're artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They are massive pieces of art and stuff that you would love to have on your walls. Go check them out. It's Dylan, you got the address.
Yeah, it was facebook.com/Arcadian Flag. He doesn't have a website yet, but
that's okay.
That's coming soon. That's coming soon. And everything, and he does custom pieces as well. So if you don't see something on there that you like, send him a picture and
he can make it.
He'll make the arrangements and set it up, and it could be on your door in
a couple weeks.
No time.
It'd be amazing. Anyway, so speaking of people,
we just did 2 commercials in a row and only got paid for like one of them.
I know, right? Well, sort of. Anyway,
we're just that kind of people. But anyway.
It is. We're just giving folks. Unlike the people that we're about to talk to.
I was gonna say, do you know who's not self-reliant
and giving?
And giving?
Yes, I do. But you go ahead and tell me.
That would be the illustrious, the wonderful Miss Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do say. The Green Deal, her wonderful Green Deal was poo-pooed. The 0 to 57 vote.
Uh-huh.
Didn't even make opportunity for debate.
Nope.
And she's kind of got picked on.
What?
Well,
right?
But don't you find this interesting? I talked about this today. Don't you find this interesting that the left goes out there and they shout this, we must protect Mother Earth. We're going to die in 12 years. This is our World War II. We've got to take care of all of this. You've got to follow us. You've got to listen to us. And then every Democrat voted present because they didn't want their name on that vote.
Well, I will tell you, she has an answer for you. Miss Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez answers that exact quandary that you have. You see, Senator John Barrasso, I'm guessing that's how you say his name, John Barrasso.
Hashtag like a native.
Like a native. He says, why did Senate Democrats just duck a vote on your Green New Deal? And then he tagged her in it. And she responds. Because
did you say Nana and a boo-boo? You're stupid too?
No. She said, because I encouraged them to vote present along with others. McConnell tried
it was her master plan.
It was her master plan because McConnell tried to rush the deal straight through the floor without a hearing. The real question we should be asking is, why does the Senate GOP refuse to hold any major hearings on climate change? Because it's not real.
Because it's garbage. It's rubbish.
That's it.
But all right, so here's let's go back to the logic, though. If climate change is as real as this woman is trying to scream it is, what do you need a hearing for?
Yeah.
Supposedly, it's a consensus. It's unanimous across the board. Everyone agrees that it's all there and it's legit. You don't need a hearing. What do you need a hearing for? To stroke your ego? Ding.
Yes.
Yes and yes.
Voted present.
Yes.
You encourage them to vote
that's
present.
Exactly what they want. They want you to believe they are something that they are not. They want you to believe that, you should follow along with them because this is right, this is just, this is feelings, this is everything they say you should follow. But in the end, they don't believe it. It's a money-making scheme to take your money. They're still going to fly around the country in their private jets, or they're still going to ride around in their big, 12 miles to the gallon SUV Suburbans. And you ask them why they do that. Well, it's just because it's there, and that's what's required of me as the royalty that guides your country.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we've talked about this before, but and I know I've done it on this show as well. Is if we were to follow their actual Green Deal, if we were to go back and save the Earth, because God knows it's going to all be completely irrevocable in 12 years, which has been going on for the past 50 years, they say.
Sure.
If we went back to that, if we actually truly went the route that they would go, getting rid of all fossil fuels and all this other stuff, we're literally back to the 1800s where everyone has their own individual farms with no help from the government at all.
Yep.
And that's counterintuitive to what they want.
But that's the real Green New Deal. That's just what it is. And they'll be going to their SUVs. We'll be right back, guys. Right after this break. Okay. Commercial break time. Yay!
Yeah, we heard you.
Yay!
We heard you click.
Hold on. I'm out of beer. I got to grab another highlight.
Go get a beer.
Yay!
Oh, and by the way,
then we'll start again because you don't want my big echo out in my great room. So
yeah, that wouldn't be good. So, by the way, to the Facebook peoples, I apologize. I had a video error. Okay, first 10 minutes of the show was just the background screen. I'm sorry. It's my bad.
Oh,
I'm coming clean. It's my bad.
That's okay. At least you know what the hell you're doing. I still don't have an idea.
Yeah, you still don't know, so whatever.
God help you if you get sick or go on vacation. I'm boned.
Look, here's the thing. Like, if I get sick...
Steven, you're fired. That's all I got to say. You're done. You should turn your stuff in now.
Man, I'm so glad I'm a 1099.
I know. Praise God. Hallelujah.
Yes, you are.
At least for this job.
Yeah. Thank God for that, because it would be awkward otherwise.
It would be really awkward. Steven, you're fired halfway through the show. Son of a... All right, Dylan, take over.
Darn, dang, darn.
Dang, darn, dang it, dang, dangity, darn, dang, darn.
This is why we need to hurry up and get back to being in the same room and having a
I know.
A fledged studio.
We got to get the whole studio thing going. It has to be the thing. Oh, Dylan, what's behind you? Quick.
What is behind me? Oh, it is our mugs. It is the Mojo mug and our Defenders mug.
Ooh, the Mojo mug and the Defenders mug? Why is the Mojo mug smaller?
Because, unfortunately, Mojo only has one size, and we had two, and I went with the bigger one for us.
But one size fits all.
I'm walking proof that that's a lie. That is so not true.
So not real. All right, coming back in 3.
And welcome back, everybody. Defenders Live is on the radio. We are joined by the one and the only Matt Locke.
Yay!
Yes, you are. Woo!
When is your show again, Matt? Y'all keep adjusting your stuff around.
Guys, listen. By the way, I got to get them all in. Got to get them all in while we're sitting here, have a little fun. We're enjoying a Wednesday night.
Yes, sir.
What's on the second half hour?
Oh, let's see. We have a memoir.
Memoir, yes. A book just
NPR.
written. From a young man named
memoir.
A memoir from Damien Young.
I love the title. Title is "What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Blacker."
Oh, we're gonna dig into that.
What?
Yeah,
wait,
it is.
Say that again.
Yes, what doesn't kill you makes you blacker, which is really awkward if you're a white guy.
Yeah, that's really odd.
Yeah.
Some Malibu Most Wanted going on here. Did you know that an audit revealed that there are tens of millions of dollars were wasted in Social Security payments to dead people?
No.
Oh, color me shocked.
I know. I slapped my butt and call me Sally.
Hi, Sally.
That's coming. I know.
Hi, Sally.
I look good in the yoga pants.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Let's stop. I saw that picture of you in the yoga pants, Dylan. Dude, I'm sorry, but anytime you put yoga pants on again, and I don't mean this to be anything other than a straight heterosexual guy, but if you're going to put yoga pants on, you got to have a half chub.
Hashtag no homo.
That's right.
I thought about it. I thought about it, but then I'm like,
if you're going to wear yoga pants as a man, you got to have a half chub.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I was like, no, I don't want to scare people.
He was too concerned about how he actually looked in the pants to actually get one.
That's true.
Well, I was trying not to look too closely, but I had to look closely because I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was gonna say, Izzo already has a complex, and I'm not trying to make it worse. That's all.
Oh, okay. You got the Izzo complex. I got you.
No,
okay.
He was doing a French tuck. I mean, he was doing a French tuck. It was just.
Yeah, I did the best I could. You know, it's a lot to move around there. Anyway,
you had a little two-way tape down there.
It's more like pink camouflage duct tape, but I digress. It did the job, and I got a free Brazilian in the process when it came clean. So
he got a free waxing. It's all good.
So wait a minute. I have to ask the question because those were women's yoga pants you're selling over at DOAE.com,
yes,
right?
yes, they are. Right? Yes, they are. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, and since we're doing it on that little note real fast, having from the time that we purchased them and I have done said photograph, they actually have gotten a bigger size in stock. So I don't know if it was because of me. I like to think that maybe I may have had a little bit of a hand in that.
We ordered the one size, and he was like, "I don't know, this is gonna fit." And then we got to
as soon as the pictures
got
posted,
here. The moment it got here, and I gave it to him, like the day after he posted the pictures, it came across the thing. Oh, this comes in 2X and 3X and 4X now.
I was like, damn it.
You know what's sad, though? I mean, seriously, and I don't say this to bash women because women are beautiful, but who the hell is wearing 3 and 4X yoga pants?
Yeah.
The same people that are going to Walmart in them?
Yeah.
Okay. Enough said.
Kind of with the hungry rear ends.
Hungry hippos. All right.
Kind of look like they get hit in the butt with a bag full of nickels.
All right. Sidebar.
And finally, if we can get time, because we may not get to it, North Korean embassy.
Yeah, if we get to it, North Korean embassies and how some of them have they've been attacked and then fled to the U.S. So we're gonna get into that.
And a Spanish court says that, which is really weird. So there's a lot of
it's not
third generation removed kind of.
But sidebar, real quick. So when you were just a lad, when I was a young lad, I worked at a mall. And
when you were like 8 instead of now 12?
Yes.
He
worked at H&M.
Look, when I was 6, I used to work at a watch company. It's a little kiosk inside of the malls, and I would people watch. I would people watch all day long.
I did that at the State Fair.
Oh yeah, but it's amazing at the mall too because I got paid to people watch, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was this one lady. And it was the weirdest thing because she had she had the yoga pants on, and she was a very large woman.
She was not fit. Let's put it that way.
She's not fit. Very large, including very large in the rear end extra areas. And
baby got back.
Baby got much back. It was to give you the best visual I can.
Oh, please don't.
No, I have to.
Damn it.
It was like taking 2 shelves sitting like it was literally it was flat on top, which is the weirdest thing. It was flat on top, and I can't understand how, but it was flat on top, and it was 2 shelves moving about 6 inches up and down, grinding against each other as she walked. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to see this anymore.
It looked like a couple cats fighting in a burlap sack.
No. See, that's the thing. There was no cat fighting. It was literal shelves.
So she had what they call an end table ass.
Yes. And she had 2 of them, and they were fighting each other.
She got a buy one, get one free deal.
Yes, she did.
It was like tectonic plates. It was like tectonic plates moving to start an earthquake.
She was the tectonic plates of California shifting on the mountain coast.
So it wasn't San Andreas' fault. It was her fault.
Yes. And if she fell, it would definitely be her fault.
It would be a crater. Now we know where the Grand Canyon came from.
Yes. It wasn't millions of years and a tiny trickle. It was her.
She had explosive diarrhea.
That was Bell. Come on, tiny trickle, not Bell. There it is.
Thank you. And this
of
portion of our show is brought to you by Doc Thompson's Health Challenge. Over at the richsolution.com.
Again, going back
like Doc Thompson's Health Challenge.
I was gonna say, going back to the photograph of me in the yoga pants between the Ridge. I'm strictly a candidate for this and for Riduzone.
Yeah, yes, you are.
I'm the poster child. This is what you don't want to look like.
But here's the thing. If you go to therichsolution.com, you can find out more about the Doc Thompson Health Challenge. It's a 90-day challenge. It was started on March 4th, and it was set up by Brad as something that he thought Doc would be proud of to help bring the Mojo 50 community together to heal, survive, and thrive. You can also find out more about the 8 obstacles everyone needs to know and conquer to have your optimum health. That's therichsolutions.com, therichsolution.com. Find out what you can get and use today for all of your dietary supplement needs over at therichsolution.com.
So, NPR What doesn't kill you makes you blacker.
Yes.
It's a powerful look at one man's black life.
Black life now?
One black man's life. Your
black life now.
I took my old man glasses off and I jacked up.
Put
again.
your old man glasses back on, you old man.
Oh, I don't want to.
Come on, Brad.
Hold on. I'm going to double-click it and blow it up. There we go. Okay. For Damon Young, writer, critic, and humorist. Here?
What's that?
Because I thought the left's whole idea of diversity was that you didn't see color or race or gender
or
so
old, dude.
or any of that stuff.
Matt.
That everybody was equal. But NPR's coming out with this book.
That thought is so 1997.
Matt, look.
1997 called They Want Their
You're
thought
old.
process back.
And that is so 1990.
Yeah, 1997 called, and they want their racist views back.
Yeah, they want the racist policies back because Damon Young, who is a writer, a critic, a humorist, and the co-founder and editor-in-chief of Very Smart Brothers.
Okay, hold on, just real fast. The critic and humorist part are all subjective. Just so you know.
True.
Go ahead.
Yeah, being a black American is to, quote, exist in a ceaseless state of absurdity, a perpetual surreality that twists and contorts and transmutes equilibrium and homeostasis, the way an extended stay in space alters the human DNA.
And you know what?
Can I just say something? So many words. Blah, blah,
I know.
Blah,
and
blah.
and what makes it worse is if you get past all of the $5 words and the crap he's trying to make himself sound all good, all of this stuff he's talking about, the ceaseless state of absurdity, is all done. You do it to yourself.
Yes, you do.
You bring it on yourself. You and the other putzes who want to sit here and act like, oh, we're this marginalized minority. We're victims and blah blah blah. Enter Juicy Mullet. But then again, you can have these $5 words. You can write a book like this. You can have all of this fame that it could be prominent on NPR. That you can get away with literally scot-free on 16 felonies in Chicago. All of this can happen, but God knows you live in a ceaseless state of absurdity, a perpetual sterility that twists and confronts and turns blah, 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 blah. Shut the hell up.
All this and more can be yours if the skin is black.
Well, the problem is the people that use the big words, they want you to think they're smart.
Oh, yeah.
You watch these liberals write. You watch them, express their views, and they want to show you how educated they are. How amazing, how culturally, ahead of you they are. And you just need to understand that, this is the way. This is the way it should be. You should feel bad because I feel this way, and I'm going to write a book that tells you so.
And he tackles these things, saying things like tackles one of the greatest cancers of the core of our country, which is racism, obviously. And he says, quote, white supremacy is so gargantuan and mundane that sometimes its existence and its proficiency can't be measured, addressed, or even seen with a stark change of perspective. It's like it isn't even gravity. It is gravity.
Well, which is it?
It isn't like gravity. It is gravity.
I'm confused.
Is it not like gravity?
It
is a ceaseless pressure intended to keep the blackness ground bound and sick.
It looks as always. It looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, but it's not a duck; it's a horse. Is that what he's trying to say?
Yes.
I literally just lost 25 points off my IQ listening to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if the white supremacy is so gargantuan and mundane that sometimes its existence and its proficiency cannot be measured, addressed, you can't even be blah 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 blah. Then enlighten me as to how you were able to write a book, sir.
And
how you're able to get through your Ivy League college, sir.
How you're going to make millions off of this book. How are you going to make millions off of this book?
The problem is they will. They'll make millions because there are so many liberals out there who don't think for themselves, and they'll see this and they're like, oh, yeah, that's exactly what the nightly news has been telling me. I've got to go read this.
And they will look at him as, oh, well, this is one of the very few of these poor marginalized people that have actually been able to slip through the cracks and have conquered it and have made something of themselves. And we have to hold them up as these people have, like you said, they have some kind of weird superpower. They were able to get around this gargantuan white supremacy crap.
I'm sorry.
And it's
no. I'm sorry. We've had our half black president.
Yeah. But we're racist, by the way.
But we're racist.
We're racist.
We've had all of these things, but we're racist. And it doesn't matter what we say. We're still racist. We're still going to be like, it doesn't matter what we say, what we do, how we continue down this road. If you are a leftist, you are going to try and divide the people, no matter what it is, by either race or financial or what or your religion, your creed, whatever it is. You're going to try and divide us by those things instead of unite us in the things that actually make us stronger.
He goes on. It's a really, while the experience of American blackness is too varied and remotely to feign some of the universality, none of us are immune to the randomness and haphazard violence of the N-word. And he doesn't say the N-word. He says the N-word.
The N-word. He writes it
of being one, of being treated like one, of being thought of as one. It, like in A, which I didn't realize.
The other way of saying it, meaning my brother.
Not also transcends status and station, as even in us who believe they've somehow escaped and eclipsed the are susceptible to the waking up call of having their blanket of perceived privilege yanked from underneath them, hurling them into space while an savage gravity vaporizes them. So many words.
Wow. I want what this guy is on.
Right?
That sounds like a good trip right there.
I mean, so the article writer, who is Gabino Iglesias.
So wait, he's Hispanic?
So the article writer for NPR, Gabino Iglesias, writes, vocabulary and racial slurs are only two of many spaces in which blackness and whiteness collide, with the latter usually embodying hegemony.
What the hell? What? What? Vocabulary and racial slurs. You know what? No, you know what the colliding is? It's called a lack of respect for the other person. Period. And it has nothing to do with skin tone. It doesn't have to do anything with the pigment of your skin, the amount of the color. No, it has how much respect do you have for the person standing across from you. Period. Yes. End of story, case closed. And that crosses religion. That crosses your sexual preferences, everything.
Speaking of which, shouldn't sexual preferences be left in the bedroom?
Yes. Yes, but you know the funny thing about hegemony, I bet you 90% of the liberals that read that book don't know what that word means.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
It is one of those $5 words, and you're homeschooled. So,
well, you know, Dylan, we'll let it pass. But all hegemony is dominance, especially over social groups. That's what hegemony is. So what he's saying is, you know, obviously the black race, you know, you being white, you're dominant over them. But, you know, that's a $5 word that no liberals that read his book will understand.
Right. It's a $5 word for racism, basically.
Basically. And again, the proof that is all a crock of crap is Juicy Smollett.
Yep. Juicy
Perfect
Smollett.
example. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I know we keep beating that horn. If he hadn't gotten away completely scot-free. Yeah, I know.
I just thought of misread when you said that. Sorry.
Oh, Wilbur. if he hadn't gotten away completely scot-free, I wouldn't keep saying it, but I'm going to probably be bringing that one up as a thing from here on out. Nobody has an argument anymore for racism. I'm sorry.
Nope.
There's none.
Nope.
Other than unless you want to play it on both sides, because the man got away completely for free. And
hey, all I've got to say is O.J. Simpson.
Right?
Look, if you're tired of this crap, and you're tired of the crap that you get from all these liberal leftist morons that are going in to our government and ruining our lives, maybe you should stop supporting the companies that fund them. Maybe
how would I do that?
You should check out the only conservative cell phone company out there called Patriot Mobile.
Wow. Patriot Mobile, huh?
Exactly.
I love them.
They are amazing. And if you're fed up with the disgusting policies like these people try to push, like the New York abortion laws, like the gun control plans, like the stalemate at the border policies, switch to Patriot Mobile today. Join the thousands of Americans using Patriot Mobile and get reliable nationwide coverage. Watch your hard-earned dollars fight for your First and Second Amendment rights, your border securities, and your sanctity of life. It's veteran-led Patriot Mobile who donates portions of every bill to conservative causes like the Heritage Foundation, the NRA, the Susan B. Anthony List, and so many more. You can switch. It is easy. They have an unlimited plan for $20 a month. Plus, if you call them at 1-800-A-PATRIOT, use the promo code DOC, you can get up to 2 activation fees waived. That's 1-800-A-PATRIOT, promo code DOC, or you can go visit them online at patriotmobile.com/doc. Either way, you get 2 activation fees waived on the spot. Enough is enough, guys. Join the fight today. patriotmobile.com/doc or 1-800-A-PATRIOT, promo code DOC.
Hey, Steven, I got to jump in here.
Yeah.
Because you haven't gotten the latest memo.
What's that?
The new promo code for Patriot Mobile is Mojo50.
Is it going to be Mojo50?
Yay.
They wanted so I talked to Maury yesterday, and by the way, you guys have been doing fantastic. We're blowing Patriot Mobile up. He was so excited and happy. But they are trying to put everything under one umbrella. So
awesome.
Go to Patriot Mobile Mojo50. That is the new code. Sorry. They'll use Doc, they'll use the cartel, they'll use other stuff, but they want to put it all under Mojo50. So move that way.
Absolutely.
It is being changed right now.
So we'll read it properly. There it is. I just saw the notification. Okay. So I'm about to shock you guys.
No.
Yep.
No.
From the Office of the Inspector General at the Social Security Administration has released a March 2019 internal audit.
Really?
That sought to determine whether the Social Security Administration had been doling out benefits to dead people in Maryland and Michigan. And the answer, as it turns out, is yes.
Dude, yeah. I need a Nick Cage face. Just so I can go, you don't say.
You don't say. So, and here's
guys,
where it gets better.
There was a story the other day about Social Security. It cracked me up. There was an elderly man who had been receiving his dead mother's Social Security for 37 years.
And I'm sure he didn't say a damn thing about it, too.
Sorry, Bob.
But you know what the crazy thing is? After 37 years, they found out that he was, stealing the mother's Social Security. What do you think he collected in 37 years from Social Security?
I don't know, but she must have been 125,
Yeah, that would have been, a couple million at least, right?
No, 207,000.
That's it?
Shut up. Are you serious?
In 37 years.
$207,000 in 37 years.
That's like, what, a couple $100 a month?
His dead mother's Social Security. Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Come on. No way.
Well, that's almost, I say almost as bad. So that's the IG found out that they had paid out nearly $42 million to 500 dead people.
Nice.
Which comes approximately to $84,000 per thing.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about the biggest fraud on the American people is Social Security, because they take your FICA taxes out every paycheck, and you're never going to see, if you put that into a privatized retirement account,
Any
you
of
would
them.
probably average somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 8% return. Social Security, you get screwed.
All right, so just to put it in perspective, that guy that you talked about, the 207 in over 37 years, that's $460 a month that he got.
Yep.
That's what his mom was supposed to live off of?
Yeah, but in the end, that's the whole thing with Social Security. Social Security was never meant for an income. It was meant as a supplement.
Right. It was meant as not even as a supplement. It was meant as an emergency thing. Like, here, you guys didn't save enough for retirement. So here we have something to help you out. It's like the last ditch effort.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not good at, retirement right now. If I had to retire right now, I'd be boned. I mean, at the moment, I'm going to be working until I die.
But would you be wearing yoga pants?
Yes.
Yes, only because I still own them now. They're already paid for. So as long as the wife doesn't steal them from me and
Defender's
use them,
paid for it, so he's good.
Yeah, it's
good.
So good. But the Social Security Administration identified 160 individuals who had possibly died, with 57 of them from Michigan, from 1971 through 2010, and 103 from Michigan, or from Maryland, I'm sorry, from 1979 through 2015. Around $16.9 million in payments were issued to 145 individuals who reportedly died in these states. The remaining 15 were alive. Well, thank God.
Yeah. Thank God. They were alive.
It's just so stupid. Guys, I don't. You want to talk about literally getting raped on something? It's that whole Social Security. We're taking out Social Security and FICA out of your paycheck, and we're going to turn around and no, this is for you and down the road and blah.
No,
blah,
it's
blah,
not.
blah,
It's
blah,
getting
blah.
paid out. It's getting paid out to dead people and people that don't exist, and the money is never coming back.
You'll never see it, and if you do, it's going to be like the story I said, about when the brief time I was on food stamps, I got $16. You're not going to get anything to live off of.
No, it is.
It's not going to do anything.
It is a giant filter. It is a Ponzi scheme above all Ponzi schemes to destroy everything that is good and holy in your life.
That's why you need to be self-reliant.
It literally is the ultimate government control.
Yep. It is.
Next to the VA.
It is. That's true. Now, speaking of being self-reliant, something that you can do to be self-reliant is to go get a cat cooler.
Yeah, buddy.
You can go get a cat cooler over at catcoolers.com. Use my name, Steven, to get a promo code for 10% off. Not only are they rugged, but they're made in the U.S. They're fully customizable, and they come in 5 colors.
5. Okay, ready? Let's count them off. Ready, go.
All right, white.
Okay, that's 1.
Black.
That's 2.
Yellow.
3.
Camo.
That's 4.
And blue collar.
5.
Hey!
That's right. Blue collar.
We got yelled at yesterday by one Matt Locke. It's not black with a blue stripe. It's called blue collar.
You know what the really cool thing is about that blue collar?
Yeah.
It's like the mountains on your Coors Light can. When the cooler is cold, that blue it turns bluer.
Okay, but I got to ask you. Is it not a black cooler?
It's black.
Okay, then I was right.
But I'm not
getting on me.
I'm not racist and all, but it is black with a blue stripe.
Then stop getting on me, Matt Locke.
Matt doesn't see color.
Oh, where's the bell? Where's the bell? I'm not getting on you. Come on.
Jeez, man. Jeez.
It's because Steven's not wearing the yoga pants. That's why.
Yes, that's right. You are, not me. So speaking of keeping your ice cold, it keeps your ice cold for up to 7 days. And I did say it's fully customizable because it is. You can put our logo on there. You can put the Mojo logo on there. You can put the Cartel shield on there. Anything you want. Maybe you want Brad's face so that the ladies can sit on it and make Brad happy. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to see it. But you can see it every day if you'd like to. Over at catcoolers.com. Use my name, Steven, for a promo code 10% off.
You got to do the
that was
meow.
a mental picture
Whenever
everyone
you do
had.
cat coolers, meow.
Wow.
I hear music. Is that time?
Yeah, it's already time.
Son of a
Fellas, thank you so
bucket.
much. I had a blast. You're doing a great job.
Well,
Wait,
thank
real
you.
fast, how do they find you, Matt, if they don't already have you? Social medias, whatnot, go.
Well, At the Cartel Matt on Twitter and Instagram, the Conservative Cartel Facebook, and Mojo 50 Radio everywhere else.
Everywhere else.
Gotcha,
By the way, that's mojo50.com, mojo50.com, doashow.com. Thank you, Matt, for joining in with us. We love having you on.
Fun.
It has been fun.
It's always fun.
It went too fast.
It sure did.
We know too much.
Oh, but anyway.
Yeah.
Y'all be good, and we will see y'all tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. It'll be great. It'll be fun times.
Promise.
Check you later.
Bye.